All right, y'all. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live. We are definitely in the building. Ready to get it in. We appreciate everybody that's listening to us. We got a lot to get into. We got a full cast of characters that is part of the live show tonight. Ain't even going to tease it. Just going to say what I say. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live and it's right now.
It's about that time to get
Button your lip, open your ears, strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
If they lying, then they must be half stepping. Ain't no half stepping. Marcus J is live in the building. Be down with us tonight at 804-402-2893 to be part of the flagship show. Heard live from the Den of Legacy Internet Radio every single Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, until we get on about this joint. We appreciate everybody who is listening to us. Thank you to those folks that are listening to us right now on their smartphone, tablets. Thank you for those folks that are listening to us on their computers and those folks that are listening to us on TuneIn. It's because you guys come and check us out every single week. It's the reason why we continue doing this show. Special shout out to those folks that are listening to the replays right now in podcast form on YouTube. Got a lot of love for all our listeners and all our supporters and all our fans. We appreciate it. Got a lot to get to tonight. Ain't gonna waste no time. We'll go around the room and introduce the crew returning for the second week in a row. She has so much fun hanging out with us last week. She said, you know what, I'm coming back. And so here she is. She's our sister and yours. Didi is up in this joint. What's up, baby?
Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
I
Is my mic hot?
Yeah, your mic is hot. It's blazing. is this thing on? Yeah, we got you. What's up?
Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, man. You had a lot of fun last week. Yeah, well, we
Can't wait till tonight.
You got like this mousy grin on your face right now. It's gonna be one of them nights.
Yes.
I can dig it. All right, well, cool. I appreciate it. Of course, this brother is joining us for his very, very first time and whatnot. Newbie. We appreciate it. He's a newbie to the crew, and he's family to us, and he's very soon going to be family to you. Our brother Jay is up in this joint. What's up, bro?
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there?
Doing fabulous, man. It's good to see you across the table. I remember when we had an opportunity to become acquaintances a couple of weeks ago and brothers. I remember extending the invitation to you at that time, and I appreciate you not wasting no time. You took me right on up on it. And for those folks who are listening to us, that's how we do here. If you know me, if you know anybody in the room or anybody that kicks it with us on Legacy Internet Radio, and you got an artistic vibe inside of you, you want to get off your chest, or if you just want to rap and talk or hear yourself, because that's kind of the reason why I started this, so I can hear myself talk. Come on in. So it's good to see you, brother. And I look forward to a good show in building with you tonight. And I look at the calendar, and tonight, I think, is the third Monday of the month. And with it being the third Monday of the month, you can see, you can hear this brother joining us. He usually come in whenever the hell he feel like it. But this the week that he's, for lack of a better term, contracted to actually be here. He's my big brother and yours, Big Bro Joe's up in this joint. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, Marcus J?
I'm good, man. It's good to hear your voice and see your smiling face across the table. You need to shave, though. All right, so we got to...
You look good, Joe.
Girl, thank you.
Let's see. Look
now
at you.
I know I'm not shaving. I'm going to look like Castaway in this one.
I like a little,
Get you a little Wilson.
I love that.
I got one.
You gotta get you a well said.
He rolling around here somewhere.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We gotta get right into it, yo. Lamar Odom, man.
Don't do it.
Lamar Odom, man. Lamar Odom.
A brothel.
Do we want to really set it up? We gotta
Get
go.
it.
I mean, to be able to tell the story, we gotta set it up properly, which means we have to mention the brothel.
Which is legal.
Hey, wait a minute. We on the radio, right? I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say because I don't know who's listening to me right now.
Oh, it's one of those type of situations.
No,
in the commercial
the
break,
brothel,
holla at me.
The cat house.
HBO joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, they just had a whole conversation with head nods and winks just
it
now.
was.
So, okay,
Shenanigans
there you go.
starts
I'm telling
already.
you,
I thought
man,
he
this
was
ain't
at a.
TV.
I thought he was at a.
Like a cat house.
Yeah, a real. No,
No.
a real. Well,
Yeah.
it is a real place, but as soon as I saw Big Daddy on TV, I was like, wait a minute. That's how TMZ got there so fast.
Yeah.
Come on, the ranch is out in the boonies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they show on TV. That's what I mean when I say that because I don't know where it is. It's out in the boonies.
Sure, you
How, how did the TV crew get there so fast? How
Come
did
on
the
now. When
news
Lamar Odom
get
got
there
there,
so
they
fast?
called. Quit playing.
That's a good point.
But here's the part that trips me out, Jay. I want you to kind of jump in here. It's a brothel, depending on where you listening or who you paying attention to. They saying that joint was like 10 G's a day or something crazy like
it's
that.
expensive.
But if you got money like that, that's where you go.
He broke.
I mean, the bunny branch. That's what it is.
Yeah, you should see his grin right
the
now.
money.
You should see him grinning right
I don't
now.
Yo,
why
but
I
hold
couldn't
up. You
think
know,
of
that
it.
won't know.
If
That
you
won't
got
know you.
money you was spending like that. That's just like going
Yeah.
to the strip club.
Quit playing
I
though.
mean,
That won't know you having a joint.
Yeah.
That won't know.
Yeah.
That won't know you
That's
having a
a place
joint.
you go if
You
There
know,
are no what they show on TV. Again, from what I've seen, I should just keep
Prefacing?
Yeah, of
Right,
saying
uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep on saying it. Sooner or later, you gonna believe it.
see, because what I had heard,
Yeah, what I saw on TV was, yeah, they're
Did
not.
you just come back from Vegas?
Huh? What?
I thought you just came back from Vegas. I'm just curious.
Look, I was like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
but here's the deal. I mean, this is going to really sound crazy, but I don't care. You got to pay for it? Like, you got to pay for it? $10,000 a day kind of pay for it?
it's crazy because you think that they make all this money, they can have any girl they want to.
They can.
Still go out and pay 10.
That's
G's for it.
stupid.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's
I'm broke
crazy?
as
You know what's
hell.
crazy about that, man? I was listening to the number one true fighter, Warren Ballantyne, on his show on the Empowerment Radio Network. He joined us here on the show a couple of weeks ago. And I was listening to his show, and he was talking about an experience that he had. I'm sure he'd be okay with me repeating the story. He did tell it on open radio. Short version was he was kicking it with one of his homies, who is a homie of somebody that's in the league. They showed up at the hotel with the team, and they watched the people, the ladies and the guys, because a lot of them NBA cats is gay. And everybody in the league knows who the gay ones are. Nobody cares. But what he's basically saying is when they show up to the lobby of the hotel, these cats walk in and be like, you with me. You with me. It's like a draft where
Yeah,
they're
it's a
picking
lottery.
people
Yeah.
to just roll out with them, and you know what it is. You know what it is.
Right.
And so this is where I'm coming from when I'm like, big bro, come on, man. 10 G's a day?
Hey, son, I told you, I'm broke as hell. Ain't no way in the world. 10 G's
A day.
and
And I think that number is on the low end. We're going to use that number because that's
Yeah.
the one that I heard. But
Right.
from my understanding, it might even be more than that. But we'll just go with 10 G's a day.
10 G's a day, and that's up front. That's up front money.
yeah.
That ain't, I'm gonna go.
That's
ahead.
cover.
Yeah, that's cover.
Right.
That's cover charge.
That's
Right.
cover.
And then that's just to get in
Right.
and to be around and get breakfast in the morning. That ain't got nothing to do with your extracurricular.
Now we've dealt with how he started. One of the 911 calls was a brother on the phone that said that he was doing coke before he even got in there.
Yep.
He was doing cocaine, and apparently his drug problem is the reason why he was on the outs with which one is it? Khloe
Khloe, yeah.
Kardashian's wife, his ex-wife, or his estranged wife.
Yeah.
They're still married. And then of course we know that he was found and he had an episode. 911 was called. They rushed him to the hospital. Now, thankfully, we've gotten good news over the last couple of days. He came out of his coma. Apparently, he's communicating with folks. You know, who knows what that means, if he can say full sentences or if he's just saying, you know, hey, you know what I mean? Inside of my head, I'm here, even though I can't communicate. Who knows what the real deal is? But apparently, he's out of the woods. Apparently.
Right. He woke up, which was that was a good thing. He woke up.
I think they said when he woke up, he said good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Yeah, because she was there. And
Khloe was.
Yeah.
You know she loved that dude, though.
Because if she didn't, she would have divorced him.
Yeah, and they've been ripping her all
Well, they've been trying to divorce, and it didn't work out.
She won't go nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere.
She loved that dude.
Now, I've also heard that it was the drug problem that separated them from Jump.
Yeah,
but that was all over. That was on the TV show.
Yeah, they talk about everything.
See, I never watched. I'm not into the Kardashians. I mean, I'm not one. I mean, I don't have any disrespect towards them. I know a lot of people who do. I know a lot of people who don't like the Kardashians because they're famous for being famous. You know what I mean? And so you'll hear a lot of people say a lot of nasty things about them. I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon, you know, because I'm one of those get your hustle how you can get your hustle.
Look, the mom is the manager of all of her daughters. She
banking.
Hey, their show I don't watch it except on Sundays.
I don't watch it except on Sundays.
Really?
Hold on, wait a minute. I caught that.
Yeah, except on Sundays.
I don't watch it except
when I'm laying on the
I don't go to church except on Sundays.
I wish I could get to the point where people pay me just to show up at a club for 15 to 20 G's. I just need to hear.
That's crazy.
For no
just
reason.
To be
just sit here.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Now,
that's the level they at.
Here's where I want to go. Because you've got a lot of people that are throwing dirt at those Kardashians because of the trouble that Lamar and some others have had. Didi, I want you to kind of address that. Do you think that's fair? Do you think the Kardashian machine has anything to do with the problems that Lamar and others have had? Do you think that's a fair assessment or unfair?
I don't think it's fair. I'm sure Lamar was doing what he was doing before he got involved with Khloe. It just became, we knew about it because that's all they talk about. They talk about their life. They talk about everything that's going on. I don't think it's fair to, throw them under the bridge for something that he's done or whoever else it is that they brought into their fold.
Right.
Those people chose to make those, those decisions, those actions.
Right.
He did that.
Right.
Now, was it a result of some of the stuff that they were going through?
Right.
It's possible.
Right.
But it's not her fault.
Right.
She didn't tell him to go to the bunny ranch and get jacked up on herbal.
They said he was doing herbal sexual enhancement drugs and
cocaine
and cocaine.
Oh, that's right, and the coke. Yeah. So
Yeah, I definitely agreed that he probably was doing it before he met them, but I guarantee she knew.
Well, that's the reason why they broke up.
Was doing it.
Yeah.
I think she was doing it. She's just able to manage. Look, she can't come on TV looking busted.
Right. Yeah. Right. We've seen these couples, whether we know them personally or we've seen them in the world, where they drug out together, but one seems to have a better handle on it. Bobby and Whitney, for example.
Yes.
And people can say whatever they want to say about Bobby Brown, but when you watch Being Bobby Brown, you knew which one of them was the one with the real problem, right?
Yes.
And respectfully, and which one ain't here no more.
Right. She also was doing drugs before she met Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That came out later that her brother introduced it. That everybody was blaming Bobby.
It's crazy that you say that, man, because I remember
no way she's doing all this stuff.
I remember having discussions with particularly elders who just hated Bobby Brown. I was always a Bobby Brown guy. I was a Bobby Brown guy when he was in New Edition. He was the only one I liked until I started liking the group as I got older. But I remember, because I grew up 10 minutes from Whitney Houston, I know where she grew up. And I'm like, that girl grew up in the hood. If she was doing drugs, it had nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? But back to Lamar, let's talk about the next step. Like, what happens here? What happens from here? Joe, I want you to jump in here. Do you see the prognosis for him being, I mean, I don't know, it's all about what you've seen, but what I'm asking really is his connection to that family and how you think, just your opinion, you know, they go from here with regards to supporting him through his challenging times, because it ain't going to be easy, man. He hit rock bottom, no question.
As bad as this is going to sound, no publicity is bad publicity. And I still think that the mother, being the entrepreneurial spirit that she is, will keep Lamar around, and Chloe will play her role to drag this out. And I know that sounds really spiteful. That sounds probably really nasty and asinine. But I think it's going to happen. Now, I hope, and I said this before as well, I hope the brother realizes and understands the opportunity that he actually has. I hope he makes a good decision and utilizes the Kardashians, if you want to call it that, to get better.
Right, right.
I mean, listen, you know, like I said, I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't never like to see nobody down like that. But we also had to go back and think about what actually happened in his life that caused him to get that far gone.
Right, right.
You know, we made statements about people who knew him. I was listening to the radio this morning. It said that Kobe knew him for the past 15 years because, you know, Master P came out and just jumped all over Kobe. We know the whole situation behind that.
Right.
So Kobe finally responded and said, you know what, me and Lamar weren't that close, and I'm paraphrasing, weren't that close a lot. I've known him for the past 15 years, and I had to separate myself because this is the same type of behavior that started to cause him issues 15 years ago.
Right.
And then everybody was like, well, you know, everybody jumped on Kobe. But why Master P, who was supposed to be his boy, his tight friend, his close, his dude, why he ain't been to the hospital yet?
Yeah, yeah. Right. You know what upsets me, Joe? I'm going to tell you something. Actually, before I do that, I'm getting some hits in social media, and to get this comment out. Special shout out to the co-host of this show. And you know, I have Steppin with Marcus J's very own S.Y. Butler is listening to us right now. She, of course, you know, has been convalescing and recovering from some stuff, but she's listening tonight. Special shout out to you, Big Bro Joe. She says, don't shave. She said she misses us all so much, but she said don't shave. She likes the hairy face.
All right.
She's long time listeners know that she picks on me about my glasses. And so, you know, she says that I must have the tinted glasses on, so I must be sexy as well. So much love to you as well. Wish you was here. Look forward to you getting back. I take this part of the discussion with regards to Master P's attack on Kobe very, very personally. Here's why. You know, I'm a private person, and I don't let a lot of people into my inner circle. Big Bro Joe, in the interest of full disclosure, is one of my best friends in the world. We've been brothers long before, you know, certain things made us brothers. We are brothers. And if he had a situation that took him outside of him being able to be a man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I can help him. I can support him. I can offer him wise counsel, and roles will reverse, vice versa. He can do the same for me. But at the end of the day, he's a man, and he has to stand on his own. And if he chooses not to do that, or if his addiction made it so that he could not do that, I cannot be held responsible for that. And the roles would be reversed if I was putting myself in that same situation. So I think Master P, Percy Miller, is way out of line for going there and putting it on another man to try to check somebody else's addiction. I take that very, very personally, because there's no way that you can say that. What you think, Jay?
I think dealing with certain people in my family that's actually been on drugs, you can't make nobody get off drugs. It's one thing, they have to want it for themselves.
Yes.
And to put it on another person is not fair to that person. So, I mean, yeah, P was wrong for that. When I first heard it, I was just like, yo, P crazy. He just trying to be relevant.
He's trying to be relevant.
Trying to be relevant.
Exactly.
And
you can't make him say, no more.
You would think that when they get to a certain level of prosperity in the world, why you got to say dumb stuff just to be relevant? You Master P.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we talked about him off the air before we went on the air about, you know, his place in hip-hop, not even about this.
Right.
But we talked about him. Like, this dude literally put the whole South on the map. Like, your legend is solidified. You played basketball. You created a
I
company.
forgot about that.
You know what I mean? Like Master P. You're not the greatest rapper, but as a dude, you dope. You a dope dude.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, that's why I continue. She said, at least the drugs that he was using, the sexual enhancers, were herbal. ain't know how to step in with Marcus. Anyway, let's put a bow on the Lamar Odom thing. Didi, I have had a little bit of an issue with people who are loving him right now.
Lamar Odom?
Yeah, loving him in social media. And this is social media angle that I'm taking here now. Loving him in social media and all of this kind of stuff. But a month ago or 2 months ago, he's a crackhead. Now it's, best wishes for Lamar and speedy recovery for Lamar and all of that kind of stuff. I'm asking you about the hypocrites, just in your opinion, because that's my word. You can choose to agree with that or not. What do you think?
I don't give two rats about them. So I mean, and I say that
That ain't what you wanted to say. That ain't what
tongue
you
in cheek. What did Taj Lee say? What was he saying last week?
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself twice. Shout out to our brother Taji. Yeah, no doubt.
But I don't consider them hypocrites. They're there, and they are trying to be relevant as well. So whatever. It's whatever. I mean, I wish him a speedy recovery, but he put himself in this situation.
Right.
There are people out here who need my prayers.
Right.
But but why doesn't he? I mean, let's take the status out of it for a second.
I'm not thinking about his status. I've never been a Lamar Odom fan, but I'm not a Lamar Odom hater either. I'm just saying, as a person, he chose to
be a drug addict and go to the brothel and
Yes, he chose to do all of that. I understand. Maybe he didn't, understand what was going to happen with this mixture, but he had to have thought, he had to have known something bad was going to happen. So
here's the thing, because the reason why Joe is having issues with that, and I don't want to speak for him, he can speak for himself, but I actually agree with you. But we've had the discussion about mental illness and depression and addiction and all of those kinds of things when those folks who are not personally affected by them can occasionally be accused of being a little bit insensitive. Now, I don't want to speak for Joe, but I think that's where you're getting the pushback.
Oh, that's fine.
Because I agree with you.
I'm personally affected by it, not by Lamar Odom, but I have family members that are struggling right now.
I got family members that stay on crack.
And
yeah, I mean, I think we all do.
Exactly.
What can you do?
You can't do nothing.
You can't do anything.
They have to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
They have to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
When you make that decision to stop, that's up to you.
Yeah. And hopefully it don't wreck your life.
Exactly. Or what happens if you wreck somebody else's life?
Yeah.
That's the stance that I take on that. My personal experience with it. So.
Yep, I agree.
No, you don't.
No. Because I'm a firm. You know me. I'm a firm believer. I said a man stands on his own 2 feet. And if you make the idiotic mistakes that you make, and now I'm gonna leave that one alone for a second because I was thinking about something. Everybody can do certain things, and people can walk around here and they can say that they not this, or they say they can't do that, and they say they not this. But that's like a person who has too much to drink. If you in the club, you have too much to drink, and you decide to get behind the wheel of a car, and you kill you or you kill somebody else, I agree. I get it. I understand. But you think about the pain and suffering that you put on other people because you make a dumbass decision.
Yep.
You think about, and I can relate to this one personally. You think about the life choices that you make, and that's why I still say addictions don't allow you a lot of times to think clearly on the life decisions that you're going to make.
You're right.
Exactly.
So I agree. I can sit here and say with zeal that everybody sitting here in this room would never ever turn their backs on a person.
That's true.
just because they have an addiction or an issue. But I don't believe anybody in here, and I can say this with 100% zeal, gonna let you clown off and think you get one just because you have an addiction or issue.
There's a difference.
I think we that was the final statement on this because that was perfect. I think that we can all agree. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. live from the Dan Legacy Internet Radio. Said is listening. What up, bruh? Said I done bumped my head saying Master P put the South on the map.
Oh, Lord.
He done bumped my head. And said,
who was Goody Mom?
I got to get him on this one.
I mean, you know, the truth.
Big Crit.
I mean, yeah, that's right. Big Crit. There you go. You know, we know that Big Crit is his guy. I mean, you know, you can say what you want about Master P's position in hip hop and what he's done with regards to the southern style of hip hop. But the truth of the matter is, you know, No Limit for about 4 or 5 years had a machine that could not be a tank, I should say, that couldn't be stopped. And they brought a whole lot of they put a spotlight on the South that many of us Northeast cats, you know, wouldn't have seen this out had it not been for him.
True.
And so I think that that's a fair statement. But we certainly can debate it.
Yeah.
My brother. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. live from the Dan Legacy Internet Radio. Jay, I'm going to put you right on the spot. I'm going to throw you in on the fire. Cosby versus Bill Cosby. Cosby Show versus Bill Cosby.
Wow.
That's the next discussion that we're going to have now. We know that Bill Cosby has had a lot of allegations against him, and you know the numbers seem to be growing by the day, and you know his legacy is destroyed. His individual legacy, I should say, has been destroyed because of the allegations, and I got some pretty strong feelings with regards to that. But Ebony Magazine came out with an article, and I didn't read it in the interest of full disclosure. I saw the cover and I haven't read it, but the gist of it was kind of the way I set it up. And you've had various members of the Cosby Show cast come out and offer their opinions, which I won't say they're not relevant. They are relevant, but as far as the discussion that we're having, I don't think they're relevant because I'm more interested in what the cast of Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J thinks about it, and the listeners of Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J think about it. So if you want to call and you want to get in on this, call 804-402-2893 if you want to be a part of the discussion. Jay, Bill Cosby versus the Cosby Show. Is it, in your opinion, fair that the legacy of the Cosby Show takes a hit because of the allegations against Bill Cosby?
I don't think it's fair, but I understand why. It's a family show. Everybody loves the Cosby Show, and I don't think it's going to take a hit on whatever he's did. Like, let's do it again. Fat Albert Show, the Cosby Show. I don't think it's really going to take a hit. They took it off the air. Eventually they're going to bring it back. Same with the whole R. Kelly thing. You know, first they stopped playing his music, and next thing you know, they playing it again. Now he's going back doing shows. So I don't think it's going to hurt.
Think Bill Cosby and R. Kelly on the same level?
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow, okay.
Nah.
I mean, that's what he thinks.
A pedophile versus
the act.
The act. Not the act. Because
a pedophile.
I don't.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, but he didn't know. Come on now. He didn't know.
He knew.
Who ain't knew?
He knew.
No way.
He know what?
Don't say that.
He married Aaliyah. Aaliyah was how old?
15.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, come on, man. He
knew. I mean, it was on a different level. Like, he messing with little kids and Bill Cosby drugging people. Equally, it's an evil, equally sin.
Think about what you just said, though. He drugging people, but them dumbasses still kept going back.
Yeah.
You made a conscious decision. If you took a pill, you know you got drugged. Okay, 2 weeks later, for new.
But
30 years later?
Back then, that's what it was back then. So I don't know why they're coming out now with it, because that's what it was back then. Yeah. That's what they did.
I hate to be the woman to say this.
That's what they did back then. Back in the days, that's what they did. Drug them.
Yeah.
Have sex with them. They come back for more. That's what they did. You do it now, it's jail time. So I really think it's because he was trying to buy something, and he was trying to, white people were like, nah, we gotta bring this brother down a notch.
You might be on to something.
We need to hit him with something.
That was my thing. Why now? I am not discounting that any of these women were raped. Really. I don't know what happened. And I'm not going to address that. My thing is, all these years have passed. You've had children. You have grandchildren. It's 30-something years later, and 100 women came out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There is an agenda here. There's an agenda here. Something happened. I wish that would come out. It has yet to come out yet. Even Bill Cosby's camp hasn't come out to say, "Oh, this is happening because blah blah blah."
They ain't gonna say it.
I just find it odd that 30 years later, this many women start to come out and say, "Yes, he raped me, he drugged me, we had sex against my will."
Yeah,
Them
sex up
paychecks
against the
ran
wall,
out.
They had sex up against the banister.
Paychecks ran out.
Yeah, that's what happened was.
Oh,
Them
that's a
paychecks
good
ran out.
point. That's possible. Maybe there were
There
some.
was some money involved.
There was some we'll agree to
Non-disclosure
settle
agreement.
and don't you say anything. But the statute of limitations is up now.
Yeah.
Are you going to give me some more money? No, got something for that.
Well, I'm gonna
It's
play.
not just going to be me either.
Yeah, but we know these allegations came out some years ago when he was trying to buy NBC.
NBC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna play
once
devil's
he stopped that,
advocate.
everything was cool. And now since he's trying to do stuff again, here we go again. With more stuff coming out. So you tell me.
yeah. I'm like I
it's-
said,
it's
I hate to
always
be
an
the
agenda.
woman to sit here and say, "Oh,
Right.
they weren't raped." I'm not saying that.
Right.
I also don't think it was so traumatic to wait 30 years to come out and say something. There are women out here who have been really, effed up behind being raped.
Right.
You immediately you say something. "Oh, it was Bill Cosby. I was afraid." Beverly Johnson hurt my heart. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She hurt my heart when she did what she did. She could have said something ages ago, even at least in our community. Damn, would you wait to bring this out to the world for? Come on.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. I'm gonna simplify it. A black man rapes a bunch of white women in the 60s and 70s, and don't nobody know.
Exactly.
Everybody knew.
Exactly.
But you know what?
No. Let me finish
Exactly.
that.
Okay.
Because when you say everybody knew, a black man rapes a bunch of white women
Exactly.
in the 60s and
Yeah,
the
okay.
70s,
Yeah, all right.
and don't nobody know.
Exactly.
He wasn't that big back then that he couldn't be brought down.
Nobody's that big.
He wasn't that big.
Right.
Hey, look, let's not get it twisted. Ain't no black man on the planet that big
Nope.
to get to rape white women and get away with it.
Exactly.
It just don't go down
It ain't
like
gonna
that.
happen.
And so I don't, again, like you, I'm not going to say that these women are lying because I don't know their story. And if they say it happened, I can have my, concerns if the stories don't match. And I haven't researched all of them, so I don't know. But for me, I'm one of those people where there's smoke, there's fire. It's a whole lot of people who are telling very similar stories.
Yes.
And so, I don't know. I really don't know. But where I'm stuck is a black man raped a whole bunch of white women in the 60s and the 70s, and don't nobody know nothing? Come on, man. And this stuff comes out right when he's trying to take black ownership of a network, not just a network, but a major, broadcast network. We talk about the big three with ABC, CBS, and NBC. He was trying to buy NBC, like, for real. The dude who did the Cosby Show 25, 30 years ago is trying to buy that network. And then mysteriously these stories start to come out. Right. I'm so conflicted because if it's 30, 40 women, just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Something happened.
Oh, but the thing,
Something
he has
happened.
never denied that. That's my thing. He's not denying
Well,
it.
it's not that he's not denying it. He's not. It's not that he's not denying it. He won't address it.
Yes, he won't address
But
it
he
either.
testified
But
that he
they
did.
brought it out.
Oh yeah.
There were some inappropriate. Yes,
because
he
it came
did.
out
It
in
came out.
sealed records that was
Yeah.
unsealed. That came out as
because the judge was like, "Yeah, I think we need to bring it out."
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, if I was accused of doing something that I didn't do, I'm pretty sure I'll be standing on the highest mountaintop,
you.
screaming with a bullhorn.
You mean like Bill? Like Bill Clinton?
I did not
Ouch.
have sexual relations with that woman. Miss Lewinsky. Don't forget that part. That's the best part. The pause. Miss Lewinsky. You can say what you want about him, but Hillary knew all of that stuff.
But she had other agendas.
Yeah, Hillary.
Like he was gonna run for president.
Yeah.
Look at
Hey,
Skip.
look.
Yeah, back then she was running.
I don't want to go too far left with it, but like, don't trust Hillary Clinton. All you sisters who want a woman in the White House, for real, don't trust her.
Yeah, real
Because she
talk.
used to work for Barry Goldwater.
Yeah.
Look him up.
Shade.
Look up Barry Goldwater and then come back and talk to me. And also look up Mena, Arkansas. Mena, Arkansas in the late 70s and early 80s. Look that up. Do some research. Look that up. Bill Clinton, George Bush. Look that up and then talk to me about Hillary Clinton. Ain't no how stepping with Marcus J. live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. Didi, you ready for the story that you and I was talking about all last week in social media when we were talking about the auntie and the nephew? You remember the auntie and the nephew? You remember the auntie who sued her nephew?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I've been so much stuff has been going on
Well,
this week.
it's that time
and I
now.
sent you. Let's talk.
It's that time now. Now we're gonna bring it out slowly.
All right.
We're gonna bring it out slowly. Auntie shows up to a party, sees her nephew. Was he 8, 9, 10, something
was
like that?
8
He was
at the
He was
time.
8 years old. He sees his aunt. He's like, "Yo, auntie, I love you." Jumps on her, and she falls down and breaks her arm. She don't tell nobody on the spot because it's a birthday party. It's like, I don't want to spoil the birthday party and whatnot with my pain, but yeah, my arm is like killing me right now. Fast forward, she ends up going through medical and all this. She legitimately had a busted up wing.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where she had run up a medical bill of over $100,000. And she ended up not being able to pay the bill. And, because of the homeowners refused to pay and all that kind of stuff. So she ended up having to sue her nephew. She had to sue her nephew, the child, for the money. Now, I'm going to leave it right there and open it up for discussion because that is how much information that Didi and I had when we were discussing it. There's more to it, which we will flush out.
They're calling her the Antichrist.
The
Antichrist.
the Antichrist. So, but there's more to it. We'll bring that out as the discussion goes. But with that amount of information, Jay, I want your opinion on this woman suing her nephew. There's more. I'm letting you know, and it's just a full discussion. There's more. Okay. But giving that, because that is all Didi and I had when we were discussing.
Yeah. All I got to say on that is no way, shape, or form I would find other means of money. I would never.
Your 8-year-old nephew?
Ever. It's not going to happen. She was out of line. She need to find some other way. That's going to break up that whole family right there.
Big Bro Joe?
Yeah, I'd have sued a little bit.
You broke my arm, damn it.
Hey, listen.
I can't believe you just said that.
I would have got it, man.
Somehow I knew.
I can't believe. I can't believe he just said that.
Somehow I knew.
Hey,
I'm not surprised.
Hey. Hey, listen. Y'all playing. Y'all know what had happened was
I can't go to work.
I can't go. Man, listen. I can't go play my bingo number. She can't play bingo. You know she can't play no bingo right now.
She certainly ain't playing no dominoes. Say we taking a selfie right now.
Hold up, yeah, we're gonna take a selfie. And 1, 2. Oh, hold on, we gotta do that again.
I mean, come on, man. It's radio.
Ooh,
all right, yeah, we take a selfie.
All right, but I'm suing her. Real talk. Yeah, I gotta get her.
He said, yeah, gotta get her.
Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. We got a caller. Call you on the live line. Tell us what you want to get in on, but tell us your name first, and thank you for calling.
Hi, it's SY.
Oh, my goodness.
Boo-boo.
Is it SY Butler? You mean to tell me the co-host of this show is actually having her voice heard on the airways of Legacy Internet Radio for the first time in Lord knows how long. What's up, big sis?
I know. Nothing. What's going on?
Nah, man, we good. I mean, obviously you listening. We already called you out, so jump in here. What you think?
Oh, my God, I'm busting a gut. Y'all hurting my back. Yo, you don't screw the little bastard.
Yes, he said that. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, shame on the auntie. She is the Antichrist. I can't believe her.
She's the Antichrist.
I'm definitely waiting to hear what else it is to the story that's making her do this. It's got to be something.
Yeah, you got to hear it.
How will you sue your 8-year-old nephew? Maybe she has to go through him. Where was the party held? And she can't sue the place without suing him, kind of like we have a vehicle accident or somewhat. But it's just so stupid.
Well, here's what my question was. When we were doing this in social media, Dee, I want you to break the next piece. But what I was saying before I heard about this next piece, I'm thinking like, yo, it's $100,000 bill that she can't pay. Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, I mean, we can all be in our feelings about her suing a kid, and we all knew instinctively something about that didn't feel right. Like, the whole time we were going through it, was like, come on, man, you don't sue a kid. Like, how is it that you sued a kid? Dee, you want to break the next piece of the story?
Yes. What happened? I immediately Googled this. Her attorney... Well, actually, there's a professor at the law school in Connecticut that pretty much explained in Connecticut, you cannot name the insurance company as the defendant. You have to go after the policyholder. You have to name the policyholder. But my thing is, the son is not the policyholder. The parents are. It's some type of legal mess up there where she had to name the actual person responsible for the injury, who was her 8-year-old nephew. But with all that being said, regardless, it's an 8-year-old who does not have $177,000. What's the rest of this number here? I'm looking it up.
It don't make no difference.
He doesn't have that money.
He should have set his ass down. If he don't jump up on auntie, then guess what?
He was happy to see her.
Hey,
auntie.
That's why. You know I'm telling the truth.
Auntie.
You know I'm telling the truth.
Look, now she mad because she was at a party and couldn't hold the hors d'oeuvre plate.
The horse divers kept falling on the floor.
That's what made me mad.
The hors d'oeuvres.
That's what made me mad.
The horse divorce.
The horse divorce.
Yeah, she couldn't hold the horse divorce. So she needs to be compensated for her loss.
Neither could Lamar. But
oh my God.
But too soon.
That was way too soon.
Okay,
we're gonna come back to that though.
So that's why you've heard the next piece. What's your thoughts now that you've got the full story?
I understand that maybe she's got to have somebody to sue, and that should be the policy holder. I get that. Policy holder is not the minor. So whoever did the party for him should be that person, most likely the parents or something like that. But the 8-year-old, and even the parents, I wouldn't sue my sister or my brother. I wouldn't do that. This chick can go and write a letter to the administration of the hospital and apply for a hardship. Get a hardship. Let them knock the other.
Well, let me play.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me add the rest of it to it. She couldn't hold the hors d'oeuvres plate. I forgot. And she also lives on the 3rd floor of her co-op. And it was.
She can't walk upstairs.
Yeah, she's having a hard time walking up the steps.
She couldn't hold a rail.
Let me play devil's advocate.
She's out here having. She's going to parties.
That's why. Let me play devil's advocate. I want you to comment on this, and then we're gonna let you go because we're going to a break here in a minute. If we are family, let's say you're my big sister, blood for real. You're my big sister in spirit, but let's say we're blood, right? And I come to the crib and we kicking it and whatnot, having fun. And as I'm leaving, I'm backing out of your driveway and I back into your car. And I create damage on your car. Are you not going to file an insurance claim on my insurance policy to get your car fixed? Would you or would you not do that?
How much is the damage?
I don't think that matters.
Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me.
Hold on a second. In my personal opinion, it doesn't matter. But let's say I do about $2,000 worth of damage on your car.
No.
So you're gonna pay for $2,000 out your own pocket?
No, you are.
No, I'm not. That's why I have insurance. And you're gonna call my insurance company and file a claim. That's the whole point. That's why I presented it that way. I'm not paying you $2,000 when I have insurance.
We're brother and sister. Brother and sister. Okay.
See,
if you want me to go ahead and sue you, for fixing my car.
But see, I think this
Jump from the insurance company to suing you.
But this is where I think this story, and I'm glad that you called in, and I'm glad I was able to bring this to you, because what Dee Dee and I were going through with the people that we were blogging with in this conversation is people getting caught in their feelings. Yeah. The reality is business. And, you my sister and I love you, but if I create $2,000 worth of damage on your car, I'm not paying you $2,000. That's what I got insurance for.
So I was right.
That'll be something you and I talk about.
No, we don't.
When the damage happens.
We don't need to talk about that. I have insurance. Call the insurance company.
Okay, so be forewarned. You back out of the driveway.
Yes.
And you cause damage to my truck.
Yes.
I'm suing you.
But this is why you have insurance. And this is the situation. Okay. This is the situation with this family that people was missing. The fact of the matter was she had these bills that ran up, and she went through the proper channels to get the insurance to handle it. And the insurance balked. That is the reason why she had to file a lawsuit. And so when people were hearing, this woman sued her nephew, people sued her nephew, people got caught up in the sensationalism of this woman suing her nephew. They're calling her the Antichrist and throwing dirt on her name and all that shit without even paying attention to the real deal. She tried to do this the right way.
So I was right.
But this is the reason why I slowly brought this out, because I wanted that emotion and I wanted them feelings, because I wanted people to think about this logically.
Okay.
I just want you to say I was right.
I understand it. I understand why she's doing it now. With the way the story, how you feed me a little bit at a time. That's what I'm gonna think she's the Antichrist.
But you know what, SY? Every media outlet did the same thing. Not one, except for the two stories that I found. No one addressed the fact that she went through the insurance process first. The only reason she sued her nephew is because
she had no choice.
They offered her $1. And they offered her $1 for her. The insurance company offered her $1. Offered her $1 to take care of towards her medical bills.
Yeah, that's crazy. It reminds me to bet in trading places. $1.
Yes, $1. So when that happened, that's when she had to pursue the claim against the homeowners. Now, this is her own insurance. Her health insurance only offered her $1. She went through her insurance. When they said, you've got these additional bills, we're not paying for them.
Right.
You need to go file your claim against the person that caused these damages.
Yep,
the normal process is to go through a homeowner's insurance policy.
Right.
But in Connecticut, the law prevents you from naming the insurance company as the defendant. You have to go after the person that caused the injury.
I mean, what's crazy about it, though? It speaks to, and that's why I'm going to give you the final word on this, and we're going to move on. It speaks to the sensationalism of our country and our media, how it was presented, because you got to know that the people who researched that story probably knew this information. They had to know. And so for them to put it out and make it seem like this woman is so malice to sue her nephew, that is the only piece of information that we had, Dee Dee. So when we were going back and forth, instinctively we knew that there was something not right about that until you went and you found the rest of the story. And so what world do we live in where we going to drop that jewel and not drop the rest? That's not cool. That's why. Thank you. Love you. Tell the listeners who you are and why you called in and why you special.
SY, co-host of Aint. I have Steppin with Marcus J. Miss y'all. I'll be back soon. Special announcement, though.
Okay.
I'm running for president of the United States.
You and these nuts.
Look. Wow.
Okay.
You got my vote.
Look,
so y'all know.
That's messed up. Vote. I was about to say, I haven't even met you. I'll run your campaign, but they just messed it up for you.
You and these nuts.
I can't run a campaign for these nuts. I can't do it.
I never met you, but you got my vote.
I can't do that.
I'll be your vice president.
Hey, look.
I'll be the Secretary of State.
You do
Big
realize,
brother be Secretary of State.
Glad,
I think we can run this country.
I'm just glad I said that and you wasn't here, because I know that you would have jumped on me.
And these nuts.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Man, I misbehaved. That's how I roll. Ain't no how to stay with Marcus J. That's why we love you, man. Get back soon, all right?
All right, love y'all.
Bye, boo.
All right, peace. Ain't no how to step on Marcus J. live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take our first break of the night, and when we come back, Dee Dee's going to grab the mic, and she's going to lead us through this next segment. What are we talking about, man? I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah.
And you know how Steppin, Marcus, Jay, I got Dee Dee, I got Jay, Big Bro Joe, SY, yours truly. Be back in a few. Stay with us, y'all.
Prepare for your future. Purchase your term, whole life, and mortgage insurance by licensed insurance agent Joseph Lewis. Insurance costs can be used later to help pay off mortgage, cars, credit card debt, college, and medical expenses. Protect all of your investments. Right now, rates are low. Lock in your low rate by contacting Joseph Lewis at 804-397-6277 or email him at josephtLewis@aol.com.
How much can you smoke? 1, 2, and the rubber choke. Once again, crack is the incredible, the devil's animal. It is an obstacle. I'm real cool. I chill to the max. I might act crazy, but I don't smoke crack. I'm real cool. I chill to the max. I might act crazy, but I don't smoke crack. So don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no crack, crack. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Follow me, no. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Crack, crack, crack. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Come on, you give me your pants and give me your shirt and give me your shoes and socks. Sell your house, your car, your friend, and sell everything you got. You want a fix to get your kicks, but can't afford no stocks. So know yourself, it don't belong to you. There is a little cash. So don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Crack, crack. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Follow me, no. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Crack, crack. Don't give me that, me no want that. Don't give me that, me no want no. Come no. I'm real cool. I chill to the max. I might act crazy, but I don't smoke crack. No way. I'm real cool. I chill to the max. I might act crazy, but I don't smoke crack. You're not ever bargain. You must find a catch. You will feel unreal when you are deal with crack. It make you sell your bed, sell your Dodge pad, that one away when you want some of